In this episode of Star Hopping with Kissimmee Park Observatory, we'll look at the Ursa Major region and show you how to find these beautiful deep sky objects. NGC 2403, Messier 108, and the Owl Nebula, Messier 97. All right, let's go star hopping. Hey, hello, hi, and welcome to episode 46 of Star Hopping with Kissimmee Park Observatory. I'm Dave Hearn, and I'm very jolly to be your host. In this series of programs, we'll show you the most beautiful sights in the night sky and explain exactly how to find them with your binoculars or your telescope. Well, as the holidays draw even closer, we have some great deep sky objects rising in the northeast. Tonight, we'll be looking at the Ursa Major region, which contains our favorite asterism, the Big Dipper. We talked about the concept of an asterism in episode 12 of Star Hopping, so check out that episode for some background information. Also in that episode, we checked out the two showpiece galaxies in Ursa Major, M81 and M82, so make sure you check them out when you're finding tonight's targets. Not too far away from Bode's galaxies, the names for M81 and M82, lies another huge galaxy. We'll find it right after this break. Kissimmee Park Observatory would like to thank our wonderful supporters on Patreon. Your contributions will allow us to create and provide more quality astronomy content. We appreciate your generosity and support.
Star hopping target number 1.
NGC 2403 is a very large spiral galaxy found in the northern constellation of Camelopardalis, the Camel. This is one of the best galaxies in the sky for small telescopes. It's an amazing galaxy that Charles Messier missed when he compiled his list of deep sky objects that weren't comets. The galaxy lies well above the bowl of the Big Dipper, not too far away from M81 and M82. NGC 2403 can easily be seen in your 10 by 50 binoculars. This large face-on galaxy has some similarity to M33 and Triangulum in that it looks somewhat ragged or hairy. It's an intermediate spiral galaxy with a magnitude of 8.9 and size of 22 minutes of arc by 12 minutes, so it's about 3/4 of the size of the full moon. It's big! The northern spiral arm contains a large star-forming region separately cataloged as NGC 2404. To find NGC 2403, we'll start from the brighter of the two pole pointer stars, Dubhe. Using its partner star Merak, you can follow a line from Merak through Dubhe right to the North Star Polaris. So from Dubhe, move a little over 10 degrees upward to third magnitude H Ursa Majoris. Now move a little over 8 degrees upward to third magnitude Mosquita. Now move 3 degrees to the lower left to fourth magnitude Messier, also known as Pi 2 Ursa Majoris. So here's a tough move. Slide 5 degrees to the upper left across the border into Camelopardalis to 6th magnitude 51 Camelopardalis. Now move a half degree to the upper left and you'll see the glow of NGC 2403 moving into your wide field eyepiece. This is really a beautiful galaxy, and I need to make an effort to photograph it sometime. The northern sky at the observatory is a little light polluted, which is maybe why I haven't looked at it too much, but I definitely need to try, so stay tuned on our Facebook page. You might see an image of it soon. So this massive galaxy is an outlying member of the M81 group of galaxies, and it lies about 10 million light years distant. After this break, we'll move down into the bowl of the Big Dipper to pick out two well-known targets. Stay tuned. Would you like to see the scripts, images, and star charts that I present in each episode of Star Hopping in written form? Well, you can. They're available in our Field Notes digital guides that we produce for each and every episode of Star Hopping. Field Notes guides are available right back to episode 1 of Star Hopping, and you can put them on your phone or tablet to take with you out to your favorite observing site. Our field notes are available in our digital store individually in seasonal bundles or by subscription, where you can receive these useful digital guides in your inbox sent to you the same day as when we publish each new episode of Star Hopping. Check out our selection of field notes in our digital store by visiting kpobservatory.org/storefront.
Star hopping target number 2.
Messier 108 by itself is not a spectacular galaxy. It's very much edge-on to our viewpoint from Earth, but it's not particularly large or bright. The saving grace is that since it's edge-on, it's easy to see because its light is concentrated into a thin line. It's about 9 minutes of arc long, so I definitely wouldn't call it tiny. M108 glows faintly at 10th magnitude, but luckily for us, it lies very close to the bright star Merak that we spoke about earlier. As I mentioned earlier, Merak is the fainter of the two pole pointers, lying farther away from Polaris than its partner, Dubhe. To find Messier 108, we'll start on Merak, so get yourself centered on this bright second magnitude star. Now there are no bright stars between Merak and M108, but the trick is to draw an imaginary line to the third bright star in the Big Dipper, Phecta, lying 8 degrees below Merak. Move just 1.5 degrees down that line and slightly right, and you should pick up the thin slash of light that's Messier 108. It's actually surprising how much detail that can be seen in this galaxy with small telescopes. Even though Messier 108 is a barred spiral galaxy, its many dust lanes and high inclination angle make it look like an irregular galaxy. M108 is an isolated member of the Ursa Major cluster of galaxies, lying about 45 million light years from Earth. When I started out, I mentioned that M108 wasn't too spectacular on its own, but many amateur astronomers see it because of its more famous neighbor. We'll get to know that celebrity object right after this break.
Star hopping target number 3.
The Owl Nebula, cataloged as entry 97 on the Messier list, is a famous planetary nebula lying only 0.5 degree to the lower right of Messier 108. It's one of the 4 planetary nebulae in Messier's catalog, and the third one to be discovered. 2 of the others also end in 7 and are also famous: M57, the Ring Nebula, and M27, the Dumbbell Nebula. And lastly, the not-so-famous M76, the Little Dumbbell Nebula. The most interesting feature of the Owl Nebula is that there are 2 dark patches within it that make it look like it has a pair of eyes. Lord Rosse must have been very imaginative when he decided that it looked like an owl's face, and the name stuck. Well, he did have a 72-inch telescope that he was looking through. For more information about Lord Rosse and the 72-inch Leviathan of Parsonstown, see episode 8 of our European Astronomy Tour series, when we visited this massive telescope in Ireland last summer. It was extremely impressive. So let's do some bird watching and find the owl. Since you are sitting on Messier 108, our last target, it's just a quick slide of 0.5 degree to the lower right. You'll be looking for a fat star in your wide field eyepiece. When you think you've spied it, throw in your high power eyepiece. If you have a nebular filter, it'll help you a lot. If your scope is about 8 inches or larger, see if you can spy the dark eyes that make this nebula so famous. When viewed through a medium-sized scope under dark sky conditions with a filter, the owl appears as a large, faint circular disk. The distance to M97 is somewhat uncertain. Estimates range from 1,300 to 12,000 light years, with 2,600 being the most likely value. At this distance, it would have a diameter of about 2 light years. So we've seen 3 interesting objects this week. We started out with the incredibly beautiful spiral galaxy NGC 2403 in the faint northern constellation of Camelopardalis. Then we moved down into the bowl of the Big Dipper to the constellation of Ursa Major and found the edge-on and somewhat faint galaxy Messier 108. Lastly, we located the famous Owl Nebula just 0.5 degree away from M108. I'm surprised I haven't covered M108 and M97 before this in star hopping, but we did check them off tonight. So that does it for this week's episode. You can find the show notes on our website at kpobservatory.org/sh046, where you can comment and leave any questions that you may have. You can also contact me personally on Twitter @StarHoppingMan, where I'd love to help you with any astronomy or observing questions. Why don't you tweet me and let me know you're enjoying star hopping? I'd really love some feedback as we're approaching our 50th episode. In any case, feel free to reach out with your comments. I'm here to help. Well, thank you very much for joining me here. As I mentioned before, I know you have many other options of what you can watch here on YouTube or listen to on other podcasts, and I really do appreciate that you're spending your time here with me. Thanks again. So I'll see you next time with more star hopping tips and tricks.
I'm Cassie, and I hope you've enjoyed star hopping around the Milky Way. We'll continue to bring you these video astronomy tutorials and the associated podcast every other week on Thursdays. They'll be designed to help you find deep sky objects that are up in the sky at the time we post them on the internet. The reason we create these videos and podcasts is to help beginning amateur astronomers learn the sky and get more enjoyment out of their telescopes and astronomy in general. If you have any requests for potential targets in the night sky that you would like to see us discuss, just let us know down in the comments section below or on our website blog. Don't miss our free field notes for this episode, basically the script of the show, with all the images and star charts we use for our star hopping activities. You can get them for free at kpobservatory.org/fieldnotes. If this is the first time you're checking out star hopping, and if you found this video useful, please consider subscribing to our channel by clicking the big yellow button, click the thumbs up on the video, and please share this tutorial out to your friends who like looking at stars. Also, as I just mentioned, please feel free to leave any question or comment below, and we'll be sure to respond quickly. Please follow KPO on Facebook, where we post all of our astronomical digital images, and keep everyone informed about upcoming astronomical events. We'd love to hear from you to discuss all this great stuff up in the sky. All the links to these places in cyberspace, including our website, kpobservatory.org, can be found below in the episode notes as well. And finally, if you feel this video provides you value, and if you'd like to see more, please consider supporting us on Patreon, where for a small amount per video, you can support our efforts, and help us make even more great astronomy tutorials, just like this one. So bye for now, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on Star Hopping with Kissimmee Park Observatory.